We have already learned how a consumer can maximize his or her satisfaction given a budget constraint. It is known that consumers can attain the highest possible utility by finding the highest possible indifference curve subject to a budget constraint. The concept of utility can provide additional insights. So, today we will have a look at the concepts total utility and marginal utility. The total utility is the aggregate amount or the total amount of satisfaction that a consumer receives through the consumption of a specific good or service. Here, as you can see from the table, the total utility associated with the consumption of first unit of ice cream is 20. At the second unit, the total utility rises to 36 and for the third unit, 46 and so on. So here, the total utility just refers to the total satisfaction obtained from the consumption of these specific units of ice cream. At the same time, marginal utility measures the additional satisfaction obtained from consuming one additional unit of a good. For example, see the column where the marginal utility of ice cream is shown. As the consumer consumes one unit of ice cream, the marginal utility associated with the consumption is 20. As the consumer increases his consumption from 1 to 2 units, the marginal utility becomes 16. And if he increases it from 2 to 3 units, it is 10 and so on. The marginal utility is just the utility derived from the last unit of a commodity purchased. I'll explain this further. The marginal utility of the second unit of ice cream consumed is the total utility of the second unit of ice cream minus the total utility of the first unit of ice cream. That is, the marginal utility just describes the addition of utility from consuming one more unit of ice cream. So, the marginal utility of the second unit of ice cream is the total utility of the second unit minus the total utility of the first unit, which is 36 minus 20, that is 16. The marginal utility of the third unit of ice cream is the total utility of the third unit minus the total utility of the second unit, that is 46 minus 36, which is 10 and so on. So, in general, marginal utility can be calculated as MUn is equal to TUn minus TUn minus 1, which is total utility of the nth unit minus the total utility of the n minus 1th unit. But sometimes the change in the units consumed can be more than 1. But in the example here, the change in the units consumed of ice cream, that is delta Q, is 1. That is because here the number of units of ice cream consumed is just changing by 1 unit. But if the delta Q is more than 1, the marginal utility can be calculated as the change in total utility divided by the change in the number of units consumed, which is delta Tu divided by delta Q. But here, delta Q or the change in ice cream consumed is 1 as the number of ice creams consumed keeps increasing by 1 unit. So, to find out the marginal utility of the fourth unit with this formula, let's account for delta Tu, which is total utility of the fourth unit minus the total utility of the third unit, which is 50 minus 46, that is 4, and delta Q, which is 4 minus 3, that is 1. So, here we are finding out the marginal utility of the fourth unit with this formula. So, it will be delta Tu, which is 50 minus 46, that is 4, divided by 4 minus 3, that is 1. So, we will get delta Tu by delta Q as 4 divided by 1, which is 4. At the same time, the total utility can also be calculated as the sum of marginal utilities. That is, Tu is equal to delta Mu. Here in this example, if we add all the marginal utilities, that is 20 plus 16 plus 10 plus 4 plus 0 minus 6, the result will be 44. 44 is nothing but the total utility of the sixth unit. Now, Have a look at this figure where the total utility curve is drawn, and in the figure below, the marginal utility curve is drawn. We can see that the total utility curve is increasing till the fourth unit. We can see that after the consumption of the fourth unit, the total utility is same for the fifth unit as well. This figure is just a graphical depiction of the table. We can see that the total utility for the fourth and fifth unit of ice cream consumed is 50, and the total utility falls at the consumption of the sixth unit of ice cream. Here, the total utility is the highest at the consumption of the fifth unit of ice cream. This means that the consumer attains maximum utility at the fifth unit. Now, let's look at the marginal utility. The marginal utility is inversely related to the total units of ice cream consumed. That is, the marginal utility falls as the units of ice cream consumed increases from 1 to 2, 2 to 3, and so on. The marginal utility attains 0 at the fifth unit, where the total utility reaches its maximum. This is because the total utility is same for the fourth and fifth unit. So, the marginal utility becomes 0 here. Since the total utility decreases from fifth to the sixth unit, the marginal utility becomes negative. This is represented by the marginal utility curve. The point to be noted here is that when marginal utility reaches 0, total utility attains its maximum value. This point is known as the point of satiety or the stage of maximum satisfaction. After consuming the sixth unit of ice cream, the marginal utility is negative. This is known as disutility because the total utility starts diminishing. Disutility is the opposite of utility. It refers to the loss of satisfaction due to the consumption of too much of a thing. So, this is how total utility and marginal utility curves are. I hope these concepts are clear. Thank you.